Have you ever been told that you couldn't do it? That it couldn't be done? How about it's impossible for you to follow your dreams? Well, Patrice Overton was once homeless as a child. Now she has a master's degree and she's auditioning for big Hollywood producers. Well, you don't believe me? Watch this.
My name is Patrice Overton. I am from St. Louis, Missouri, but I currently reside in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I am an actress. I am a social worker. I am an entrepreneur, and I, believe it or not, am God. Yes, she is. So I'm going to start this in 1995. This was probably when I had my first major setback. My birth mother, who brought us from St. Louis to Minnesota, she was a victim of the drug, and therefore she let it get the best of her, and she wound up leaving her 4 children behind. You know, that was probably one of the darkest times in my life because I didn't really know what it was to be 13 and be on your own. From 95, I bounced around from home to home for a while and met this wonderful young lady who was on the board of the YMCA, and meeting her got me the opportunity, me and my brother, got us the opportunity to be in the Minneapolis St. Paul magazine. And from that, we went on and was on the Oprah Winfrey Show. And from that, life just took a whole different turn. Everything in my life just started really looking up, and I actually wound up getting adopted. And so life, really started to take a really, really good turn at that point. In 2000, I graduated from high school, and my mom, who adopted me, she sat me down for the first time and she went over a college application with me. Well, I filled out the application and I got into the University of Minnesota Duluth, and I enrolled as a theater major. Well, I don't know if you noticed, but there's no African Americans in this department, in the whole department, in the whole School of Fine Arts. And I said, so what does that have to do with me? I realized that people tried to limit me as far as where my direction or where my vision was, where I wanted to go. Out of 50 students, they only picked 15, and I was one of the 15 that they picked, and graduated in 2005 with my bachelor's in fine arts. And then I started to engage into social work, and I really liked it. I applied to the U of M. So when I applied, again, 500 applicants, and they only select 120 students. And what got me in was my personal statement. And my personal statement was really a sum or a reflection of my life at the time. I've been a victim of the street, of being abandoned. I have been associated with adoption and drugs and all different types of things. So how could they, I am social work. So how would I not be good to be a social worker? And so I told them if they didn't choose me, that they would be missing out on the opportunity to brag some years down the line when I'm this real big social worker. Yeah. So in the interview, that's what they told me. They said that's what got me in. I wrote a really bold, very eye-catching, and very eye-opening personal statement. So at that point, I knew that there had to be a shift in my mind that happened. If you understand the law of attraction at all, you understand that you don't have to know how. You just have to say this is what you want to have happen, and you just let the law of attraction do the work for you. And the name Tyler Perry came across my mind a few times. So lo and behold, I get this phone call from my biological mother, who I hadn't talked to at that time probably in about a couple years. And she heard about Tyler Perry doing open auditions. And she said that something jumped in her spirit and said, you need to call your daughter and tell her about this. And so she wanted to then take the time now to invest in me. And so this trip cost $4,000. And so she paid the money. And she sent me all the information, and I am going to be auditioning with Tyler Perry on the 16th of March, and I'm going to be on a cruise, and I have been afforded so many wonderful opportunities to be around people who really see the greatness in me, and let alone, you know, really step forward and put down as much as $4,000 to invest in me because they believe that much in me. I really had people out there that said I would never be anything. I would never be a great actress. I would never be a great social worker. People said a lot of things about what I would not be able to do. Well, watch this.
They told me I'll never make it, I never achieve my dreams. They said it's been done before, that's what they keep on telling me. Nobody's gonna feel my music, nobody's gonna rock my clothes. They think that I can do it, but they don't even know that negativity is only fueling me. I'm spending all my money, and plus I'm losing sleep. Can't get a day off, but it's gonna pay off. Just keep your eyes on me.